I show you what it does, how it is, and what it do. I saw it on TV. I was told to buy a CD. The CD told me buy a TV. The TV that I bought came with a CD that said go and buy the DVD. The DVD that I bought came with a CD, which was the DVD of the making of the TV that I saw, which told me to go and buy the CD in the first place. Wait, nah, I put the DVD in the TV so you can see what I saw. But wait, this is CD, so you can't see.
So I was chilling the other day, and I was thinking about something that really annoyed me. I don't remember what it was that day, but I thought to myself, hey, a great topic would be things that really annoy me. Things that get under my skin. You know, whether it's something somebody said, something somebody did, some new hot fad, new trend. So what I have for y'all is a list of things that really irk my nerve. So first on the list is people who add unnecessary and completely ridiculous parts to their vehicles. I mean, I've seen everything from hood scoops that were put on backwards. You know, they got these large, big old tailpipes, try to make their cars sound all vicious. You know, the little fake decals that you can clearly see peeling from the hot sun. You got the spray painted hubcaps with the paint chipping, okay? You'd be better off leaving it stock. And to my mans at the mall with the purple Chrysler 300 with some 30-inch rims looking like he's floating on water. All right, there's no reason your wheels should be rubbing against your wells. And there's no reason why your car should be taking turns wider than a Greyhound bus. Next on the list is what's commonly referred to as the crack attack. There's no need for anybody else to see your crack unless you're in the bedroom. You know, and I'm not talking just the fat people, I'm not talking about just the ugly people. Even a cute girl can lose points by just chilling at the mall, sitting down with her crack exposed. All right, when I'm eating my lunch, I don't want to be staring at your back and just looking at this Grand Canyon. I don't know how you don't know it's exposed. I'm almost positive you can feel a breeze or some sort of draft down there. But when you're sitting down, you need to make sure that either your pants are up or your shirt is down. Ooh, this is a good one. Mohawks. I'll never forget. I don't even know when it had started or who it had started, but back in high school, it used to be like the hottest thing, especially for black people, to get mohawks. I mean, Diddy had it, Roscoe had it. That was a pretty bad one. I thought they were so ugly, and I didn't understand what was special about them. I mean, you know, if you had nappy roots and BDBs before the mohawk, getting a nappy BDB mohawk doesn't make you any sexier. Most people couldn't pull it off. That's the funny thing. Like, everybody saw everybody else having it, or somebody saw somebody had it that could pull it off, but most people couldn't even. It just didn't work for them anyway. So that one really annoyed me. I mean, everybody had it. All the black people had it. Even Hutch had it. And I had told him for the longest to cut that joint off because it just wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. So people who mimic what they see in the movies. Now, this one's a favorite one. You know, I see it a lot with like romance movies. The guy gets the girl, and then guys go out and they try to use the same lines that they heard in the movie. But you know, you're already losing points if the girl saw the movie, because now she's sitting here thinking like you really spitting lines from that movie. And another one is, you know, little shoot 'em up movies make people want to go out and buy paintball guns or BB guns, start lighting each other up. But the most common one are the racing movies. You know, people see these souped up cars, and you know, and a lot of times they're like the everyday cars, like that people really had, like the Subarus, you know, Toyotas, Chevys, and you know, you can really, you know, soup up the car like they do in the movies. But now, whether or not you can actually drive like them, that's a whole different story. My favorite one was when we saw Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, you know, and then all of a sudden drifting became hot. Everybody thought they could drift. And I'll never forget Hutch when we were in his neighborhood. He thought he could drift. So he was like, yo, I'm gonna drift around this cul-de-sac. So he goes, he does his little thing. He didn't even drift. The boy was like skidding. And so he peeled out, thought he was hot stuff. I was like, yo, you didn't drift. He was like, yeah, I did. I was like, nah, you didn't. You was just sliding across the pavement. Like, that wasn't even a legit drifting. And so he challenged me again. He was like, I'll go back there and do it again. I was like, fine. He was like, all right. So he went back around the cul-de-sac, ripped the e-brake, plowed straight into a tree. I'll never forget that day. That was funny. But yeah. So people just go into movies and then they come out and they just think that they're on the movie set. They think that they're in the action scene and just want to do everything that they just saw. So shout outs to them. Twilight's an interesting one. And I say that because I was reading an article in the news about how Twilight started all these new trends now. It's cool for couples to bite each other on their necks and give each other vampire marks, bite marks on their necks, and little things that people be doing and a bunch of nonsense. Anyway, so the thing that got me the most though was about how Twilight affects marriages. This is interesting. Jake, he's the one with the abs that everybody talks about. They talk about how wives are now finding him to, they want their husband to be like Jake. I read about people, whose husbands, they go to the gym because now they're working hard so they can be sexy like Jake, and it just makes no sense to me. If you're a grown woman comparing your husband, who you've been married to since before Twilight even existed, you're comparing your husband to an adolescent white boy who just hit puberty. You really need to rethink your values in your marriage. And for the husbands that are going to the gym so they can go look like somebody who's young enough to be their son or grandson, you really need to go get some psychiatric help yourself and rethink your values in your marriage. So, thumbs down to Twilight for that. Next, we got people who don't know how to take care of their own stuff. And, I've seen people who have multi-million-dollar homes and it just looks shot to hell. I mean, they got weeds and stuff growing up out of the concrete. They got the kitchen, there's just food stuff all over the place. There's Kool-Aid residue on the counter, and they got cookie crumbs all over the floor. Check out the basement. They got big old hole in the wall from where a teenager's acting stupid. You got wires hanging from the ceiling. You got stains all on the carpet and mold growing over in the corner. The cat litter box is tipped over and it's just spreading all over the place. And it just pains me to see people with nice stuff and they don't even know how to take care of it. I mean, cars with the paint peeling, somebody backed into you, so you riding around with your trunk all the way in your back seat, and it just makes no sense to me. If I had that type of stuff that they had, I would take real good care of it and make sure that it lasts and looks as nice as it's supposed to be. And that kind of goes along with my other topic, is people who break their own stuff when they're mad. If I'm angry at somebody, I'm not going to throw my phone into the lake. I'm going to go over there, take his phone or her phone and throw it into the lake. When girls break up, have bad breakups with their boyfriends and stuff, they rip off the necklace and they throw it at him, or they go chuck it into the woods, or they take, his presents and they burn them or throw them into the trash can or something. I mean, if I were you, I'd pawn the jewelry, first of all, at least get my money's worth. But as far as if you want to really break something, go to his house and break his junk. Go over to his house and smash his windows in. Shoot, you're not the one who cheated on yourself. It was him. Or vice versa. Skinny jeans. I mean, to keep it short, that's just something I just don't approve of. There's no reason why you should have jeans so tight that I can see the crease where your muscles are defined. And I mean, your jeans surely shouldn't be any tighter than your girls. I understand, maybe some people want the whole, fitted kind of a feel, but they have jeans that can definitely fit you without being tight. I mean, I like my nuts to breathe. And then black people have the audacity to have those hanging off your behind too. I mean, it was bad enough that we did the whole baggy thing for a long time, and now we downsized everything, but I mean, you still going crazy with it. One line punchline. So annoying. It's going down basement. Raindrops fall down. Elevators fall down. Why don't you talk about the stock market going down? I fill her up. Balloons. I can fill up my tank of gas. I can fill up a water bottle full of water, juice, whatever. One-line punchlines are so unoriginal, so not creative. Like, I could just come up with one on the spot. I turn it brown, doo-doo. Stuff is stupid. It lacks creativity. And it's like filler, and it just makes it seem like, oh, you're so hard because you just, pointed out something that it is, like, oh, I painted my wall green, leaves, grass, bushes. People who you know very well, and they try to play you like you don't know. They try to throw that card out there, oh, you know me, or, yeah, what would you think? Like, exactly, it's you. That's exactly why I would think that. That's something you would do. They try to play you like you're stupid. Personality glasses. I could go on about personality glasses, but I'm gonna keep it short. I don't wear these because they make me look more intelligent. I don't wear them because I think they make me look sexy. I wear them because I'm impaired. You don't see people going out rocking crutches, wheelchairs, leg braces. I don't see why people feel the need to go out and buy fake glasses to make themselves look smarter. People gonna know whether you're smart or not by what comes out of your mouth. So if you really want glasses, why don't you just go plop your behind 2 inches from the TV and go watch it for hours on end like the rest of us did. Thank you for joining me on this segment of What Really Irks My Nerves on Starsky's A Penny for a Thought. I'd like to give a shout out to Starsky & Hutch Incorporated and all our affiliates, and thank you for your support.